Right now, it's New York's #1 news with Liz Joe and David Navarro and meteorologist Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News first to 4.
All eyes on the sky today as a total solar eclipse plunged parts of the country into total darkness.
It's amazing, amazingly beautiful, once in a lifetime, beautiful. Tears in my eyes.
The rare and historic celestial event spanned 15 states and more than 2,000 miles. Millions of eclipse chasers traveled near and far for a front row seat.
And that includes me, meteorologist Lee Goldberg. I'll take you through my tour through the path of totality that took us here to the stunning shores of Lake Champlain, Burlington, Vermont. I'll let you know what we saw.
The journey for so many, well worth it, because this won't happen again in North America for another 20 years.
We are headed from New Jersey to Texas to see the eclipse.
This trip has been on our calendars literally for 2.5 years.
But for those who decided to stay closer to home, take a look. New York City still saw quite the show.
And that was a real wow. Awe-inspiring.
It has been quite an afternoon for all of us. And good afternoon to you. I'm Liz Chen.
What a day. I'm Joe Torres. David is off today. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon completely blocks the sun, casting its shadow on the Earth's surface. The so-called path of totality included some major cities where day turned to night. Among those cities, Dallas, Little Rock, Indianapolis, and Buffalo.
Here in New York, we weren't in the path of totality, but 90% of the sun was obscured by the moon. Happened about a half an hour ago. It was really cool to see. The eclipse will officially end in our area at 4:36 p.m.
Now, that timeline means some of the first videos of the eclipse are just coming in now, and this is what it looked like just moments ago here in Manhattan. Those gathered to watch the phenomenon across the city, they paused to watch. Many people whistled and cheered for that moment we all waited for.
Such a rare event means we have you covered with a team coverage across the area to the path of totality. And that is where we're going to begin this afternoon with Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg in Burlington, Vermont. He made sure he had the best seat in the house. Hi there, Lee.
Yes, yeah, we got it. We got it. That was unbelievable. You know, there are very few times when science turns into a sporting event, and that's exactly what it was today. For instance, the partial eclipse began. It was like the first quarter of a game, and you're easing into it, and everything's playing along. Then it starts to heat up, and you get into crunch time, and you approach totality, and it was incredible. I'm going to show you what it was like going through totality in a second, but I had to do sort of a journal as we were going through it, and as we got to 3:16, we saw that incredible umbra, that really dark moon shadow come right across the Adirondacks, across the lake. It was so ominous. I mean, if I didn't know, I'd think, okay, big storm is coming across the lake and we're going to get hit. Instead, it was this amazing shadow. The umbra comes across. You see the 360-degree sunset start to be revealed, and it really looked like a total dreamscape. Here's a look at how totality went. 35